Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites from the Indianapolis camp of the Great Millstone, and we're here to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of the Great Millstone who rule well in teaching us this 100% truth. Salutations to them and our fellow Akim who labor in this truth week in and week out on the highways and byways. Also salutations to the elect of the 12 tribes of Israel, scattered to the four corners of the earth that beat like unto the speckled bird. To you we say Shalom.
Shalom.
And the 12 tribes of Israel are as follows. The tribe of Judah, the so-called Negroes. The tribe of Benjamin, the so-called West Indians. The tribe of Levi, the so-called Haitians. The tribe of Simeon, the so-called Dominicans. The tribe of Zebulon, the so-called Guatemalans, the Panamanians. The tribe of Ephraim, the so-called Puerto Ricans. The tribe of Manasseh, the so-called Cubans. The tribe of Gad, the so-called North American Indians. The tribe of Reuben, the so-called Seminole Indians. The tribe of Naphtali, the so-called Argentinians, the Chileans. The tribe of Asher, the so-called Colombians, the Uruguayans. And the tribe of Issachar, the so-called Mexicans. To you we say Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, let's get right into it.
This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince who is standing for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation.
It says we're coming into a time of trouble. Never was since there was a nation. All right, we're coming up into some terrible times, man. All right, very terrible times, man. Hey, this time right here is going to take a lot of you people out of your comfort zone, man. All right, you're not going to have nobody to call on. All right, you're going to be out here fending for yourself, man. All right, go ahead.
Even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book.
All right, that's talking about the elect, man. But the time that we're talking about is what? Jacob's trouble, man. All right, you Israelites, Esau is going to put pure RD hell on you, man. All right? And you're going to go through it, man. And you're going to be the main focal point, man. Are you 2/3, man? All right, the ones that didn't want to be right. All right, Esau is going to have his way with you, man. All right, go ahead. Let's sit on that. Get that one to Jeremiah real quick.
Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. It said, at last, for that day is great, so that none is like it.
It said none is like it, man. All right, since the earth was created. All right, so we're coming into some times that are going to be so bad, it's not going to be another time like it, ever, and or nor has been. All right, go ahead.
That is back in Jeremiah 37, says, at last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
All right, they say he shall be, which is talking about the elect. All right, not all Israel is going to make it on this side, man. All right, the scriptures going to say 2/3 of them cut off and die, man. All right, why? Because they didn't want to serve Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. All right, they chose these other nations. All right, and their philosophies and their ways over the scriptures, man.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 33. Isaiah chapter 33, verse 2. O Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, be gracious unto us. We have waited for thee.
It's gracious unto us, man, and we're waiting patiently, man. All right, even though we're tired of this place, we're sick of this place that we live in because it's filthy. All right, it's a scum bucket of a nation, man. All right, a country, America, a corporation, whatever you want to call it, man. This place is filthy, man. All right, everything that's foul is here, man. All right, you can do whatever you want to do in this place, Babylon the Great, man. All right, there are no rules, man, no setbacks. You can do whatever you want. All right, and then they make you swear by the when you go to court, they make you put your hand on the Bible, man, but don't follow nothing, man. All right, don't follow them law, them scripture, man. All right, actually everything is contrary to the scriptures, man. All right,
Habakkuk chapter 1, verse 4. Therefore the law is slacked, and judgment doeth never go forth.
it said the law is slack and judgment never do go forth, man. All right, and that's what hey, man, the law is slack here, man. All right, nobody's obeying Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. He said don't eat pork. Hey, you eat pork, man. He said don't commit adultery, man. That's what they promote through their music. All right, their witchcraft, man. All right, through their songs. All right, through these television shows, man. That's a great promotion of adultery, man. All right. They said don't eat pork, man. They put bacon on everything, man. Even things that bacon on these, they put bacon in ice cream, man. All right. So that's the world that we're living in right now. Everything is contrary to the scriptures, man. Go ahead, bro.
For the wicked do compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth.
All right, it said the wicked do surpass the righteous. That's it, man. All right, it feels like we're fighting a losing battle, man.
That's right, bro.
All right, it seems like the wicked are winning, man. All right, but that's all being allowed by Yahweh Shem Shai, man. All right, so when he do come, he can show his great power, man. All right, go ahead.
Mention of Isaiah 33:2. O Yahweh Shem Shai, be gracious unto us. We have waited for thee. Be thou their arm every morning. Our salvation also in the time of trouble.
That's right, man. All right, we're in that time of trouble, man. All right, it's vastly approaching, man. All right, things are so bad and so far gone, man. There's no way for it to come back, man.
That's right.
But through Yahweh Shem Shai coming and destroying this place, man. All right, that's the only way this place is going to be set back right, man. All right, that great, what they call it, the reset is about to happen, man. All right, go ahead. You finish that, Jeremiah?
Back in Jeremiah 30 and 8, it says, for it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord of hosts, that I will break the yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. But they shall serve the Lord their power, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them.
That's right, man. All right, and those days are here, man. I'm telling you. All right, Jacob's trouble is here, man. All right, our salvation is nearer than what we believe, man. Every minute, every second that goes back, all right, our salvation is approaching, man. All right, and that's what we're looking forward to, man. All right, we got to fight all these things, these different things in this world, man. Sickness. All right, bad food, bad water, bad air. All right, our women and children are out of control, man. All right, there's nothing good in this place, man.
Right.
And if you're a man of the Lord, man, your mind should be on the Lord coming back, man. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, just like Apostle Paul, man, when you're hasty for the coming of Yahweh Shem Shai.
That's right.
So just like the scriptures say, our salvation is nearer than what we believe.
Romans 13 and 11. Is that knowing the time that now is high time to awake out of sleep, for now our salvation is nearer than when we believe.
They said wake out of sleep, man. All right, that don't mean you're in your bed cozy, man.
That's right.
That means you're under these different philosophies and different nations, man. All right, you're picking up their customs and their ways, man. All right, and the Lord is telling you to wake out of that state of mind, man. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Because we all will sleep at once, man. All right, everybody's standing up here, man. And the Lord woke us up, man. We heard the voice of the Lord, man. And what the scripture said, my sheep should hear my voice. All right, we were all in that dumbed down state, these philosophy, so-called church, Jacobs in the streets. Hey, brothers in the truth come from all different walks of life, man. All right, but when we heard the calling, we turned around.
It was something. The Lord turned that light bulb on. We heard something that made sense.
That's right, man.
And it turned us like, what? For real? All right, and then that's what caused, man. That seed was planted and it grew, man.
That's right.
All right, go ahead.
Got a little more.
Go ahead, bro.
Back in Romans 13, this is 12. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light.
Now that's talking to you Israelites, man. All right, this is not for the whole world, man.
That's right, bro.
All right, this is for you Israelites. He gave you a way out and escape. All right, but you would rather do whatever you want to do, man. All right, you would rather be up on the Edomites, man. All right, the so-called white man. You would rather serve him, man. All right, go ahead.
Got more.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 15. See then, that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil.
It said walk circumspectly. That means you're paying attention, man. All right, you know what's going on around you, man. The events that are happening throughout this world, man. You're paying attention. You're being a watchman. Are you being circumspect, knowing the times, man, that we're living in? All right? Wait, he finna kill himself. Go ahead.
Let me, I'm going to start back up at 14. This is the book of Ephesians chapter 5 verse 14. Wherefore he says, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and your house shall give thee light. Alright, man, so it says, awake thou that sleepest, at one point in time, we were asleep. Alright, we were ignorant. We were ignorant of the way that God wants us to be. At one point in time, we were conformed to the ways of this world. Alright, we were in outer darkness and ignorance. But it says, and arise from the dead, and your house I shall give thee light, which is true. This was the knowledge and understanding of Scripture, right? Verse 15. Says,
Just to add to that point, he didn't get this to everybody, man.
Right.
There's a lot of people that read these scriptures every day and have no understanding at all, man. All right, so the Lord actually has to give you that understanding, man. All right, so when you hear the scriptures, you're able to break them down, man. All right, go ahead.
Verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. Right, man, we come to some bad times, so it's a way you gotta conduct yourself so you don't get caught up in the evil that the Lord is going to bring upon Babylon the Great, also known as America, right? Verse 17. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is, right, man? You gotta do what the Lord told you to do, right? You can't be, shifting off into the ideology of this world. At the end, you go off into the ways of this world, man, that'll lead up to death, right? When you follow the ways of this world, man, it's going to lead up to death. All right, so you gotta stay in the ways of Yahweh Shah Shai, so when those evil days do arrive, you'll be under that edge, right?
That's right, brother. Because hey, at the end of the day, if you're not doing what the Lord said do, you're gonna be destroyed, man. That's right. All right, and we're out here to avoid that. All right, we don't want to get hit with the abuse and the plagues that are coming to this place, man. All right, it's famine, death, and destruction. All these things are about to happen, man. All at once. Disease, pestilences. All right, these things are coming to a neighborhood near you, man. All right, there's nothing that you're going to be able to do it, man. Once that judgment goes out, man, it's over with, man. All right. The scriptures say, who can turn back the hands of the Lord, man? Pretty much. All right, go ahead.
This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 4. Verse 17, and it reads, for the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh. And if it first began at us, what shall be the end of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh?
Right.
Okay, and it says it's going to begin at us, at the house of Yahweh. That's the Israelites, okay? 2/3 and a 1/3, that's where the judgment is going to happen, okay? And it says, what shall be the end of them that obey not the gospel? That's saying that they're going to be destroyed. Okay? 2/3 will be destroyed because they obey not the gospel. Come out here, week in and week out, look and keep going or scoff, not trying to understand that you are the people of the scriptures. Okay? Not coming back to the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay? And then it says, verse 18.
Actually, the Lord already knew that you weren't going to do that. All right, but he gave you he's fair. All right, so he gave you an opportunity to hear the word. All right, but he knew you was going to turn your back. All right, he know you weren't going to, because you're too comfortable in this world, man. All right, the Lord knew who his men are, man. He knew the ones to get out to, because the word is, the elect are going to wake up regardless, man. All right, the elect, you can't stop them from waking up. They're going to wake up because the scripture says so. All right, go ahead.
The judgment going to begin with Israel because we were the ones giving our law, statutes, and commandments. We're the ones to be following and on the side to the coming of Yahweh Shah. All right, so it said, what for everybody else, man? And so what for you other people? You're not going to do it on this side, man. Like the brother was pointing to, man, hey, death and destruction is all you have waiting for you. All right, good.
Verse 18, and it reads, and if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? And the righteous are the ones who are doing their best to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, okay? And it says, and the ungodly is the other heathen nations, and the sinners, the ones who transgress the law, who have it, know what it is, and still refuse to obey it.
All right. And then you got to look at that word scarcely. It said the righteous shall scarcely make it, man. All right, by the skin of our teeth. All right, so with us trying, and we still barely gonna make it. All right, and that's what us giving us all we have. All right, go ahead.
Yes, I'm here. Now this is the book of Sirach, chapter 5, verse 7. It says, make no tarriance to turn to the Lord and put not off from day to day. That's right, hey, because you're supposed to be diligent in this truth, man. Once you start obtaining this knowledge, all right, you're supposed to seek more and more, man. All right, hey, just enough, hey, you might be attuned to eating sweets, right? You just got to have another cookie, another one. That's how these scriptures are supposed to be, man. You're supposed to be diving into it, man, almost addicted. You're supposed to be addicted to this, man. That's right. You know? It says, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. All right, that's right, because the Lord will get you when you're at your best moments, man. When you feel like you got it, you're good. When you're in a safe place, man. All right, He turned your safe place into a destruction place, man. All right, that's why the Lord is nothing to play with. So you come into the fold, you start learning this, man. You stick with it, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit's boring. I'm gonna go back to the world, man. Well, you just can't live yourself to death. Always good. All right.
Isaiah chapter 55, verse 6. Seek ye the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. The way that you seek the Lord right now is through his meeting. You know, rather than being come out here in person, but mainly through the video epistles, those who are tuning in, that's how you're seeking the Lord. Right now, because the doors of mercy are still open, but they slowly and gradually closing and closing. Right? So you got to seek ye the Lord. You got to inquire. You got to be willing to hear, be willing to be humble, and to forsake all those things that you was taught in the world, and to be willing to receive this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures. It's a verse 5.
And that, because the door, like the brother was just saying, he said the doors of mercy are closing, man. All right, and they are, man. All right, as soon we're not going to be on the internet or on the highways and byways, man. All right, they're going to take everything down, and you're not going to have nothing to go back to, man. All right, and that's why the scripture is telling you, read that again.
Isaiah 55 and 6. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near.
That's right, man.
So yeah, like saying, man, you gotta, like I said, the day is coming where the famine of the word gonna come, and you're not gonna be able to receive this word. You're not gonna be able to, GMS this or these brothers here and these brothers there. You're not gonna be able to click on that because they already talked about having like moderators to going to like that misinformation. They trying to, we're pretty much aiming at the prophets. We declare, their wickedness against them. You know what I'm saying? Also, their own tongues to fall upon them. So what they're trying to do, since they can't really move on you how they want to, they want to control it by taking us off the internet, right? But if the Lord still, if He still allow it, we're gonna still come out here on the highways and byways. So you maybe need to, see if you recognize landmarks and monuments so that you may come out here and inquire. But the day gonna come where you're not gonna be able to. That's right. And another thing too, how you gonna call upon Him if you don't know His name? You see, you got camps teaching you that you can call Him Yo Flake Yogurt or whatever, Fritos, whatever you want to call them. But no, he gave pursuing back to Exodus 3, he gave Moses his name, which is Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? Tell the children of Israel, my name is this. And that's from generation to generation. That didn't say, well, only y'all generation after that, y'all ain't got to worry about it. No. It said, the name of the Lord is Yahweh, which means he's to me, and his only begotten son is Yahweh Shai. He delivers or he saves. So you have to call upon those names. Right? Verse 7. Let the wicked, and this is not talking about Esau either, this is talking about the wicked of the 2/3 of Israel. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. And the way they're going to do that is inquire and listen to the men of the Lord that the Lord set up to teach this gospel. And say, and let him return unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, meaning what? Let him repent. Let him be converted. Let him turn from a nigga or whatever the case may be and become an Israelite. Hebrew is like, not a black Hebrew, it's an actual Hebrew Israelite. Right? That's how you return to the Lord, by, let's say, proclaiming your nationality, your heritage. Because He ain't come to save black folks. He come to save, Hotep or whatever madness people call themselves, Moorish and all this and that. He's not coming to save those people. He come to save the he coming to save the Hebrew Israelites, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans And you speckled birds who've been scattered amongst the heathen. You know, that look like unto them. But the seed, your spirit go back to the house of Jacob, or Israel.
That's right.
And it say, and he will have mercy upon him into our power, for he will abundantly pardon. So the Lord, like I said, as great as his majesty, is as great as his mercy, roughly paraphrasing. So even though, like I said, he gave out that pure balance where he can, you know, render out judgment, he can punish you, but he can also pardon you. You know, he can also have mercy upon you. Why? Because you're trying your best, your ability to forsake those wicked ways, those polluted ways that you learned in Babylon, and to conform into his ways. And if I may, that word pardon means to forgive, you know, spare. You know, so that's what the Lord, to be forgiven. So that's what the Lord, he's saying that he will do. You just humble down and listen to his man, you know, that he will, and listen to the ways that you are to be living by, that he will be unrighteous to abundantly pardon you, to have mercy upon you, trying to live according to his ways that he set up for us to live from the beginning.
This is Isaiah 14:1. It said, "For the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shah, will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob." All right, so the brother was going into that a few minutes ago, man. All right, let's go. The Lord, he's choosing Israel. It's not for everybody, man. All right, and he was going into the speckled bird, man. All right, so everybody that, it's not about a color thing at the end of the day, man. All right, because you're gonna have Israelites that look like every nation on the planet, man. Because we were scattered into every nation on the planet, man. All right.
Right. So, yeah, that was all I had on there. So ultimately, yeah, you know, you gotta, and like I said, Lord, you continue, like I said, you hear this and you walking by and, you know, even if you don't say nothing, but you think it in your mind, it's still manifesting. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord, he's not gonna save nobody that's scoffing up or bucking up, or not even take the time to even receive understanding. Because it goes to the scriptures where it say that some understood not, but then despised. How you despise something that you're not even trying to receive understanding? You know, that's just crazy. But at the end of the day, man, you gotta forsake those wicked ways, man. You gotta give an effort to try to change your ways. We know you're not gonna turn the leaf overnight. It's a gradual thing, but it's important. I said, as a matter of fact, if I may, if I get this really quick, so when you come back to the Lord, it say this: for as it was your mind to go astray from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, so being returned, right? How you return? By, you know, inquiring and forsaking those wicked ways and try your best to rehearse the righteous acts to the best of your ability. You know, like I said, accepting your nationality and your heritage, right? They say what? Seek him 10 times more. So like I said, seeing he gave you this, he shared mercy upon you to come into this and to receive this, you gotta seek him 10 times more.
You gotta go hard.
Yeah, you gotta go hard, because we ain't gonna be able to save ourselves. He's the one that's gonna save us. So how much more shall you not try to seek him more to receive that salvation?
Zephaniah 2 and 3. Seek ye the Lord while ye meek of the earth, which hath wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. So like the brother was just going into, you know, seek the Lord while he may be found, all right? Seek that righteousness, all right? How do you seek righteousness, all right? By listening to the Lord's mouthpiece. He's on the highways and byways, all right? So, and it said, you know, seek it, so actually go after it, actually change your ways, all right? Like you said, forsake the wicked ways, all right? So that you may be hid in the day of the Lord's anger, all right? That goes into that abundantly pardon that the brother is describing, all right? It may be, he shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger.
Right, because the whole goal is, man, you want that salvation, you want that comfort casting out by shooting out shots.
Right, bro.
You want to get delivered, man. That's the whole point of this. The whole point we're up here, man. We're fighting for salvation, man. All right? We're the mouthpiece of the Lord. So, you know, Lord will we still be the men, man. But we out here crying a sign, man. Hey, on the highways ahead, just standing up for Yahweh by shooting out shot, man. If not us, who else is going to do it, you know?
Right, bro.
This is I had quoted earlier just to, you know, I want to butcher it. It's a Ecclesiastes on Sirach chapter 2 verse 18, saying we will not we will fall. Saying we will fall into the hands of the Lord and not into the hands of men. For as his majesty is, so is his person. So we know his majesty, his glory is beyond comprehension. So understanding that his power and his glory, so is his person as well. You know, so like you said, that he abundantly pardons, which abundance goes into, going to plenty. You know what I'm saying? So it's what's his majesty. So is his person. So do the best. He said you just gotta do the best you can to live according to his ways, and he'll have mercy. But you gotta do it through decency, charity and love. You gotta be sincere about this. You can't be fake the fuck, because he gonna search you out. He gonna find you out.
That's right.
All right. You gotta have that faith.
This is the book of the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 1, and it reads, "But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of Yahweh, and there shall no torment touch them." All right, and that's, he's going to keep us. That's protection of his elect. Okay?
And that's what we do, man. We need to be under the protection because things are going to change on this earth, man. So we're going to need protection, man. We can't go against what they got out here. We can't go against Esau's weapon on our own, man. All right, the weapons that they have, man, we can't go against that. We're going to need the protection of Yahweh Shai. They got thermonuclear weapons. They got biological weapons. They got all these different type of weapons. We can't do nothing with that with our little 380. All right? We turn it sideways to shoot. You ain't going to be able to do nothing with that. All right?
The book of the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 1. "But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of Yahweh."
And you got to be righteous, man. All right? You got to be in the scriptures, man. You got to be doing what Yahweh Shai is asking you to do, man. All right? Out here on the highways and byways teaching correct doctrine, man. All right? Out here living, all right? That's like the scriptures telling you to live, man. Not picking and choosing what's best for you, man.
Right.
All right? You should be trying to follow the scriptures, all of it, man. All right? Not just a piece of it, man. All right? And those are the ones that the Lord is going to actually look out for, man. The ones that are actually trying to do what the scriptures are saying to do, man. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 2, "In the sight of the unwise they seem to die, and their departure is taken from misery." And their verse 3, "And they're going from us to the utter destruction, but they are in peace." So when they see us leaving, they're going to think it's going to be terrible for us, but no, destruction is coming to them. Okay? Verse 4, "For they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality." And that's what we're seeking for. Okay? That immortality by keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. He told us that we're faithful unto death. He's going to save us. All right?
That's why the scriptures say in the moment of the twinkling of an eye, that's what we're waiting for, man.
God.
Right.
All right, we're waiting for that immortal body, man. All right, you can't go in outer space with this flesh body, put the flesh body we have now, man. All right, we're not going to be able to do the things that and rule and take down these awesome bodies that we have, man. We're going to have to be changed, man. All right, we're going to have to put on that immortal body, man. All right, that's when we're going to make that so in these little nations, man. All right, so when the Lord actually changes us into that super being, man, all right, that's when things are going to get crazy out here for you other nations, man. All right, go ahead.
Verse 5, "And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded."
It's a little chastised, because what we're going through now is really small, man. If you think about it, all right, the woman acting up, that's really small. All right, we think of it as some great big deal, man, but it's not, man. All right, your car, your engine go out, man. You think that's a big deal, but it's not, man. All right, your children acting up, man. That's not a big deal, man. In the sight of the Lord, man, those little minute problems, man. All right, go ahead.
For Yahweh proved them and found them worthy for himself.
All right, and that's what we want, man. We want to be proved and worthy, man, unto Yahweh Shai, man. All right, that's what we're doing this for to please him. All right, because it's not about us at the end of the day, man. All right, so, Jake like to be show-offs, man. All right, they want to be that dude, man. And you can see it happening all over, man. Telling the apostles to retire so you can take over. All right, they want to be that dude, man. And it ain't about you, it's about Yahweh Shai, man. Who are you, man? All right, go ahead. Let's sit on that.
Got something. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4, starting at 18. All things are for you, all things are for your sakes, that the abundant grace might through the thanksgiving of many rebound of the glory of Yahweh, which cause we faint not, but through our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. It says, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment. And that's what was going to, man. That's what we're going through is a light affliction, man. All right, compared to what Yahweh Shai went through for us, man. This is light. All right, we always say, this is low level compared to what the Lord went through, man. So these things we going through, man, the Lord already, for the Lord put us through it, he knew we could get through it, man. All right.
It's in their light because these things don't matter. Everything here is going to be burned up anyway, man. All right, so you should really be caring, man, of nothing but about the scriptures, all right, and the brotherhood, man, at this point, man. All right, and you know your wife and kids, you know you care about them, all right, but your main focus should be on the scriptures, man, and pleasing Yahweh Shai, man. All right, go ahead.
Verse 17, it says, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and an eternal weight of glory. It says, while we look not at the things that which are seen, at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal.
That's right, man. And that's talking about the other kingdom, man. Right. All right. The things that we see are going. These cars that we drive, all right, it's going to be burned up, man. The house that you live in the furnace, all this is going to be burned up, man. The scripture says it's not going to be a stone left on top of another, man. All right, that's how great and vast the destruction that's coming to America, man. All right, go ahead. You got anything?
This is James chapter 5, verse 10. Take my brethren, the prophets, who have spoken in the name of Yahweh Shai, for an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience.
All right, because the men of the Lord actually be going through it right now, man.
Right.
All right, man, things are just happening, man. All right, brothers got ailments in their body. All right, their job, brothers getting fired for no damn reason. All right, wife and kids is acting up, man, for no reason. What's for a reason? All right, because we got to go through it, man, because the scripture said we do, man. All right, but those really are just light little things, man. But you know, sometimes we take it there, man. We get into our feelings and our emotions, and we take it there, man. And we shouldn't, man. We got to take a step back and look at it. All right, the elder, you know, Shalom, you know, he's not here, but hey, man, we got a little saying we call it king shit. All right, when things are going wrong, we say king shit. So we try to push that shit aside. All right, because the king is not finna be worried about no little minute peasant problems. He's not worried about that, man. All right, we worried about our salvation, man.
That's right.
All right, that's why our main focal point is on, man. All right, go ahead.
Verse 11. Behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard of the patience of Job.
But with that, man, we're not going to be out here clapping when things are going bad. We're not, you know, like the church people do, man. All right? We take our suffering in silence, man. All right? And we just deal with it, man. And we know that, hey, man, through that, man, the Lord is dealing with us, man. Because he says he chastised those that he loved, man. All right? Get that real quick. You got one, too?
Yeah, I got some.
All right, go ahead.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 6. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth.
All right, because hey, man, if you don't go through nothing, you won't respect it. All right, the things that you build and spend time with, and actually build, all right, those are things that you respect. All right, if you were spoon fed and things were just given to you, you wouldn't really care about it. All right, so that's why we're gonna enjoy our salvation, man. We work for this, man. We work for our salvation, man. Against a world that's totally against us, man. We work for it. So that's going to be the enjoyment when we finally get to reap the benefits of the kingdom, man.
That's right.
All right, because we endured through all this BS on the face of this earth, man. All right, go ahead.
Verse 7. If he endured chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as sons, but what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not?
All All right, that's right, man. So when you're going, when the Lord is actually putting you through things, man, He's teaching you a lesson out of it, man. All right, so when you're going through things, you gotta look. Hey, man, you know, first thing I do is examine myself. I don't care from stubbing my toe to biting my tongue to whatever may happen, man. I'm examining myself at that particular moment. All right, to make sure I ain't do nothing to piss the Lord off, man. All right, and those are little things, man. He could have made it worse, man. He could have made you have a car wreck and threw you out the front of the window, man. All right? So those little light afflictions, man, we got to take those, man.
That's right.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 8. But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons.
All right, and we want to be sons of Yahweh at the end of the day, man. All right, we don't want to be bastards, man. Kicked to the curb, man. Sleeping on the slab walk, man, so to speak, man. We want to be under the care, all right, of Yahweh Shai, man. Under the protection of the Heavenly Father and the Son, man. That's what we want, man. All right, go ahead. Sit on there.
Hebrews 12, verse 11. Now no chastisement for the present seeming to be joyous, but grievous, nevertheless.
Right, because when you're getting chastised at the moment, yeah, it feels, you know, hey, it's tough. You're like, damn, I'm going through it. But it's going to ultimately lead you to be stronger, all right? Which is going on to keep going.
It says, nevertheless, afterward, he yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby.
That's right, because when we're getting chastised, man, it's a moment for us to build ourselves up, to examine ourselves, and build us back stronger, man. Because the Lord chastising us for a reason, man. All right, to keep us strong.
It says, this is verse 12. Wherefore lift up the hands which hang down in the feeble knees, and make straight paths for your feet, lest that which is lame be turned out of the way, but let it be rather healed. Let it rather be healed.
That's right, that's right. So don't be hanging down all down on yourself, man. That's a moment to be strong. Heal this thing out about yourself, man. Because that chastising is only for a moment. All right?
When you go to that chastising, man, that's the building up of your faith too, man. You can catch him from all types of signs, man. Or you gotta have faith in how about you got shot, gonna pull you through whatever you got you doing, man. That's right. Or like I said, you can't have that faith wavering, like it's saying James, man. You gotta believe. You gotta truly believe, man. Right?
And Satan will make that harder than it really looks, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, if you looking at stuff from the and you start putting these thoughts in your head, all right, and instead of rebuking them, you just keep on letting them collapse and play, like the brother always say, play mental gymnastics. All right, Satan all in your head doing backflips on the balance beam, all right, doing flips, and now you're thinking all kind of craziness and madness, man, instead of rebuking it, man. All right, hey, I did a video a long time ago. Evil thoughts gonna come, man, because we're in this flesh, man. All right, so every thought that comes to your head is not gonna be pleasant. Right. All right, but hey, man, you gotta rebuke things like that, man, when they come upon you, man. All right.
So resist the devil, you shut it up.
Resist the devil. That's right.
You gotta, like Brother Born, you can't let that thing fester, man. All right, because that thing will build up into a whole demon on you, man.
Right.
You know, hey, say put that thought in your head, hey, to hell with you, man. I'm not believing that.
And it feels good. Like, start winning these battles, man.
Right.
It feels good to win these battles, man. You didn't let Satan trick you into doing something you weren't supposed to do. You be like, yeah, all of y'all about you shot, man. I made it through that, man. All right, that feels good when you are actually winning battles, man. All right, go ahead.
This is Romans 5 and 3. And not only so, but we glory in tribulation also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience.
All right, it said, Lord, tribulation working patience. All right, so you're gonna have to suffer in this thing, man. All right, everything that it's not. See, people look at us and think that we have this, we just all bubbly and having a good time. No, man. All right, no. Hey, man, the men of the Lord are actually catching hell, man.
That's right.
All right, you talking to brothers on the phone, or you know, a brother you visiting and he telling you what's on, you like, damn. brothers are actually catching hell, man. All right, actually catching hell. All right, so this is not no plaything when you come to this truth, man. All right, the scripture saying, what's that? Ecclesiastes 2:1. Is that 2:1? It said, "We come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul." Got it? Somebody get that for me real quick.
This is Sirach 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
He said, when you come to serve me, prepare your soul for temptation, man. All right, so things are going to be happening that don't usually happen, man. All right, you're getting along with your woman before you got in the truth. Now it's an argument every day now. All right, that's how it be, man. Satan get to attack and just move the things in your life, man. All right, to build you up, actually, man. All right, the truth will make a man out of you. All right, and the elder always used to tell me when I first got the truth, you gotta have thick skin when you come into this thing, man. All right, everything is not supposed to make you move and make you feel a certain type of way, man. All right, you got to learn how to take it. All right, like the scriptures say, man. And take it cheerfully, like, oh, okay, it is what it is. All right, and pray, call a brother if you have to, and keep it moving, man. All right?
Verse 2. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
They say constantly. Somebody get that word constantly real quick. Because constantly is continually, man. All right, so there ain't no let up, man. Hey, man, when we have a break and things are going good, man, we get to examine, men of the Lord, we get to examine ourselves like, man, what's going on? All right, because we used to so much hell and things happening, man. All right, so when things actually do start adding up, you be like, oh, man, no. You get scared, man, so to speak, man. Right? Go ahead.
Definition of constant. Continuously over a period of time, always. All the time.
All the time, man. All right, so brothers gonna go through it all the time, man. All right, this is not no cakewalk. You're gonna earn your salvation, man. You gotta earn it, man. He's just not passing out salvation tickets, man. All right, you gotta earn it, man. All right, go ahead.
And make not haste in the time of
He
trouble.
said, make not haste in the time of trouble. So when things are going through, man, I've learned this over the years, man. When things are happening, take a step back and look. And see why this is happening. What's going on, man? What am I doing? All right? Or is this just Satan messing with me, man? Because sometimes you can bring demons on yourself, all right, by your behaviors, man.
Yep.
All right, so we got to be careful in how we move in this truth. All right, go ahead. Yeah, finish it off.
Like in Romans 5:3. And not only so, but we glorify in tribulations also, knowing that tribulations work with patience, and patience experience, and experience hope.
That's right, man. So this is spirit that's building you up as a man. All right, while you're going through these different things, it's stiffening you, man.
Yep.
All right, it's taking all that soft shit up out of you, man. All right, and making this, the truth is, like I said, it's making men out of it, man. All right, it's purging out all that stuff in the world, man. Your emotions. All right, how you used to act, you don't act no more, man.
That's right.
All right, and I've noticed that about my own self, and so I can speak about it, man. I've seen a difference in myself. When things happen, I don't react the way that I used to react, man. All right, that's what those trials and tribulations do, man. They're learning experiences for you, man. All right.
They said hope, man. That's what faith gives, man. All right. So what are we hoping? What all us brothers up here hoping for right now, man? We're hoping to be a part of that elect, man. And we're hoping to be saved up out of this place, man. And that's all through faith, man. So that trial and tribulation that you want is building you up to be experienced, man. It's building up your faith on separate occasions of the tribulation. You know?
This last of it. And hope maketh not ashamed, because the love of Yahweh is shed abroad in our hearts by the Holy Spirit, which is given unto us.
Right, man. Hope is what's keeping us going, man. Right. That's what's keeping us going, is hope, man. All right? We have hope in the scriptures, man. We have hope in our salvation. That's what motivates us and keeps us going, man.
That's right, bro.
All right? That's what keeps us to want to do what Yahweh Shem Shai is asking us to do. All right? To please him, man. It's that hope that we have, man. And the faith in the scriptures, man. All right?
book of Matthew, chapter 11, beginning at verse 28. It says, this is Yahushua. Come unto me, all you that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest.
That's right, man. And hey, man, hey, we don't even know what a good night's sleep is, I don't think, man. All right, anytime you got to toss and turn and move around, hey, you're not having a good night's sleep, man. All right, we don't know what it is to sleep all night, man. At least I don't. I can speak for myself. All right, some brothers don't have that problem, but me, myself, all right, I can't sleep all night. We don't know what rest really is, man. All right, because we're living in a wicked society, man. Sometimes we get the bubble guts, all right, dreams, nightmares sometimes, all right, noises. We don't know what a good night's sleep is, man. All right, so the Lord, when we come to Him, He's the one that's going to give us that rest, man. All right, that's why we got to pray, all right, and keep those things up off of us so we can get a good night's sleep and rest properly, man. But ultimately, that's talking about our salvation, man. All right, that's what it is, man. That's when we're gonna have that complete comfort and rest, and we don't have to worry about a damn thing, man. All right, and I don't know what that feels like to not have to worry about a damn thing, man.
Right.
Nobody up here knows what that feels like. I don't worry about to be carefree and have to worry about nothing. Hey, nobody know what that feels like. All right, and that's what we're hoping, and that's why we want the kingdom so bad. Because I want to know what that feels like to not have any worries, man. All right, and my kid can run down the street, run around the block. He can run 5 miles down, and I know he's going to return, man, without being hurt or kidnapped or things of that nature, man. All right, this world is perverted, man. All right, I seen a little video where this man, he had the little girl tied up and just lighting up, like burning them, man. Like, that's the world that we living in, man. All right, so that's why we're not at rest, man. All right, we're living in Babylon the fucking great, man. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, if I may add, he said, come unto me, and like the scripture said, you come to him, he's going to come to you.
All right, so that's why the scripture says, draw nigh to me, and I will draw nigh unto you, man. All right.
Verse 29, it says, take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and you shall find rest unto your souls.
And to be honest, man, Yahushua, he took the most humiliating path that a man could take, man.
Right.
Being crucified, spit on, man. For water, they gave him vinegar and all these things, man. And knowing that he could do something about it, man, and didn't, man. Like the apostle said, I was watching a video this morning. He said, he'd have fucked that all up. That was funny to me, man. Hey, man, the way we think, man, if we saw that did that, we'd have spazzed out, man.
All we can do. Yeah.
Knowing that we got that kind of power, man.
Yeah.
So it took a special individual to do that, man.
That's right.
We couldn't do that, man. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 30, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light.
He said his burden is light, man. And it is, man. All right, we just deem it to be hard, man. Because we're in this flesh, man, and we think things that don't matter, man. All right? Go ahead. Have you sit on there? Go ahead.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 12. Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of Yahweh, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Alright, so we're looking for that day that Yahweh Shai to come back and do away with this wicked ass society, man. Because just like how Asha brought out, you know, we live in you know, especially being in this flesh, we gotta worry about, you know, if someone's got kids, you know, thing that could be happening to us.
Right.
You know, the type of shit that they see on TV, or all the wickedness that the schools is teaching. You know, these wicked ass doctors trying to incriminate us, trying to indoctrinate the mind. Alright, that's grievous to our spirit, man. We don't want to see our children, you know, out here, you know, in those type of things, right? That's why we're looking, you know, that's why we're going hard for Yahweh so they can pull in. Right? That's it.
Right, that's why we're in the building and going through it, man. All right, in hopes that we get beamed up on one of those chairs.
Right.
All right, or we just be elect, period. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, and that verse also further expounds going into the destruction. The elders of the people. Right, that's going into the destruction that Babylon the Great, aka America, is gonna receive, man. For all the wickedness that this place has done. This will be the ultimate plague. It says, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for a new heavens and a new earth wherein dwells righteousness. So let's talk about the kingdom of heaven. All right, we're looking for those new bodies, all right? We're not looking forward to be oppressed by this devil, man.
Right,
all these other heathen nations being over us.
That's right.
All right? Not being under the curses. When you depart from this wicked ass society, everybody
This is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him.
All right, he said, blessed is the man that endureth temptation, man. That's why the scriptures in Matthew saying, he that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved, man. All right, so you're going to have to endure, man. That's what so you're blessed. Why? Because the kingdom, man. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, if I can add on to that, usually when you gotta endure something, it's gonna you going through something that's gonna be difficult or something you're uncomfortable with. So the scriptures is like you're gonna be going through something tough before you receive your salvation. And I got the definition of that word endure. Is to remain firm under suffering, misfortune, or misfortune without yielding. So that's just like it's gonna be tough before you receive that salvation.
That's right.
You have to share the work before you get there.
That's right, bro. That's right. That's right. Hold on, we gonna talk back there.
This is James chapter 5, verse 11. Behold, we count them happy which endure. Say, behold, we count them happy which endure. So like I said, man, what's enduring this? Our Father in heaven, our brothers and angels, they count them happy. Even ourselves in this flesh, as brothers, as our brothers and sisters are going through things, we happy, count them happy which endure. Because enduring is going to that suffering. But so if you're willing to endure, then what? You're willing to do the will of Yahweh Shai, no matter what it takes. It says, ye have heard the patience of Job, and patience goes into suffering. And it says, and have seen the end of the Lord, and that the Lord is very pitiful and of tender mercy. So like you said, like what happened with Job, he was on top at a point in time, and then he had to go through afflictions. He had to go through hardships. So he was at a high estate, so to speak. Then all that was taken from him, and he was afflicted, and then in the end, what happened? The Lord gave him an increase, and it was greater than his beginning.
If I may add, Job really represents the elect, man. Right? He represents the elect. Go ahead, bro.
So then another one, it says, Hebrews chapter 10, verse 35. Cast not away therefore your confidence, which have great recompense of reward. Right? So our reward, we gotta have confidence in receiving that reward, which is going to the salvation, which is going into the rulership in the kingdom. Receiving that crown. They say recompense to be paid back. So all the things that happen to us, the Lord He gonna recompense that. He gonna give us back. 100-fold, 10-fold, 20-fold, 100-fold. He gonna repay us back more than we ever been given in our whole existence. Right? Going to the kingdom. Say, for ye have need of patience, right? So you have need of suffering. That shall, after ye have done the will of Yahweh Shai, you might receive the promise. And ultimately that promise is going to, like I said, that rulership, that kingdom, the kingdom of heaven. Right. First time when Yahweh Shai, the 12 apostles, and then the rest of the elected on down. It says, for yet a little while, he that shall come will come and will not tarry. And we know Yahweh, he on his way. You know what I'm saying? Any day now, all these prophecies that we waiting on to happen, the Lord could just kick them off, and then we be closer and closer and near to our salvation. Right. Now it says this: now the just shall live by faith, but if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him. So those who was, in this faith, those who was pretty much pretending, being hypocrites, being actors, ultimately didn't believe in the Lord at all. Saying those are those who draw back. This ain't for me, or y'all said he's gonna come in the next 2-3 years, or y'all said he's gonna come 10 years ago, so forth and so on. And what they do, they pull their hand from the Bible. You know what I'm saying? They said those who do that, man, they not fit for the kingdom of heaven. All right? And they say, my soul shall have no pleasure in them. So those who turn their back on Yahweh Shai, don't think when Yahweh Shai come back with the Holy Angels, he's gonna be like, you know what, now I forgive you. No, you turned your back on him. So what's gonna happen to you? You become an enemy for turning your back, and they're gonna destroy you. It says, but we are not of them who draw back into perdition. And perdition goes into apoleia, which goes into destruction. In the Greek is apoleia, which goes into destruction. It said, but of them that believe to the saving of the soul. So we not, Lord willing, we don't draw back. Lord willing, we be a part of that hopeful elect. And we, Lord willing, put the Spirit in us, continue to, strive to strive, getting better and better, so ultimately doing His will that He sends us to do. Come down here, be into the marriage, and then also in our everyday life, so making these scriptures as part of our life as possible. That's ultimately our whole calling. To fear the Most High and follow His commandments. Right? That's the whole duty of man. And so, real quick, it's Romans chapter 8, verse 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall reveal in us. It's like I was saying earlier, these light afflictions, these hardships we're going through, these sufferings, man, it don't compare to the glory that's waiting on us. So hey, it's better for you to suffer as the righteous rather than suffer as the wicked. Because like I said, the righteous are suffering straight things, so we're gonna be put in a place of difficulty. Right? But we're gonna hope for the while. We know at the end of all this, after going to that straight and narrow, we know at the end, like I said, it's gonna be that kingdom. We're gonna get that reward. Now as far as the unrighteous, right, they gonna go through straight things too. Hey, because it's a perilous time shall come. And they still gonna be here on the earth. They're gonna be going through it. You know what I'm saying? Us who believe in the Lord, He ain't gonna let no evil come into us. You know what I'm saying? No matter if we have to be beheaded or whatever the case may be, like I said, it's an honor to be beheaded for the testimony of Yahweh Shai.
Right.
But you got those of the 2/3 who they're gonna go through it anyway and not see the why and not hope and hope for the why. Yes, they're gonna come back to the loins of the elect, the 2/3. But at the end of the day, hey, better for you to serve Yahweh Shai, go through those straight things and those sufferings, than to be of a 2/3, to be of an unbeliever, to be of that wicked, and then to receive destruction. Right. Because when they come back, they're gonna have that everlasting contempt and shame. Right. And we don't know how long that's gonna be. And Lord willing, none of us, be a part of that. Starting from our apostles and elders, and the rest of like-minded men on down. That's right. Lord willing, that don't be none of our lots. And that we continue to have, continue to put that spirit of faith to push and believe, and ultimately, like the brother said earlier, to the door into the end.
Hey, Romans 8:38. It says, for I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of Yahweh, which is Yahweh Shai, our Lord. I said that to the officer. But yeah, so ultimately you ain't gonna let nothing get in the way of this truth, man. To serve the power of Yahweh Shai, man. You gotta be fully persuaded, man. All right. So when you're in these scriptures, you're gonna be persuaded, man. Because through the terror of the Lord, man, you're persuaded, man.
That's right. But it says all those things that he was naming off, nothing should be able to pull you away from this truth, man. All right, you shouldn't. There's nothing out there really to go back to, man. There's nothing in this world the world got to offer that I can say I'm ready to go back and do, man. All right, I'm in the best case scenario serving Yahweh Shai, man. Right. All right, I'm fighting for the winning team, man. All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Bring them out. Hey, don't be polite.
This is
go ahead.
Bring it out. This is 2 Peter 2. The point is in 21, but I'm gonna start at 20. For after they have escaped the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of the Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
And that's how we're going to be able to escape it, man, is knowing the scriptures, man.
That's right.
All right, that's the only way you can be able to escape what's going on in this world, man. Is having this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man. That's the only way. That's why the scripture says, all right, go ahead and bring it out.
Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
All right, so knowing the scriptures and what's going on, that's what's going to keep you stable while the rest of the world is bugging out, man. All right, this world is about to get a rude awakening, man. But the men of the Lord already know what's going to happen, so that's going to put us in some type of, okay, I know this is supposed to happen. Ease, stop water, bro. It's going to be like in a little ease, man. Because we already know what's going to happen, man. We know we're going to have everybody on the face of this earth is going to have to go through that temptation, man. All right, but we know what it's about, man. The rest of this world don't know what it's about, man.
That's right.
All right, so that's what's going to keep us protected, man, so to speak, man. All right, that's it on that. Go ahead, sir.
And the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
Go ahead.
But yeah, so wisdom and knowledge is the strength of your salvation, all right? You gotta know these scriptures, you gotta have that wisdom, all right? So you know what's to come, so you know how to get there, all right?
Because that's your foundation. These wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, that's your foundation to hold you up, man.
That's right.
All right, if you built on anything else other than the scriptures, man, it's gonna collapse on you, and you're gonna collapse.
That's right.
It's not gonna hold up in the time of trouble.
Also, you know, it said the fear of the Lord is his treasure. I believe it's in Matthew, it says,
You got it? You got it?
I don't have that, but I got something. It's a Sirach. Sirach chapter 1 verse 11. The fear of the Lord is honor and glory and gladness and the crown of rejoicing. The fear of the Lord maketh a merry heart, and giveth joy and gladness and a long life. Whoso feareth the Lord, it shall go well with him at the last.
Why is that saying that, man? All right, because when you fear the Lord, man, you're gonna follow the law, statutes, commandments. That means your diet is gonna be right. All right, that means your health is good, man. That means you really escaping death, because the wages of sin is death. All right, so you're living that long life. All right, and then ultimately it's salvation, man. All right, that's go ahead, bro. That's going into, man. So fearing the Lord is an attribute that we should have as men of the Lord, man. All right, that reverence for him, man. Knowing that he is who he is, man. Putting him on a pedestal that he deserves to be on, man. All right, go ahead.
It says, whoso feareth the Lord, it shall go well with him at the last. He shall find favor in the day of his death. To fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and it was created with the faithful and the wicked. She got built an everlasting foundation with men, and she shall continue with their seed. To fear the Lord is fullness of wisdom, and filleth man with her fruits. She filleth all their house with things desirable, and their gardens with her increase.
Damn, that's a beautiful scripture, man. All right, but all you gotta do is know who he is and live, do what he asks you to do, man. That's that fear that you have, that reverence, all right, that you have for him, all right, to do what he asks you to do, man, and that's putting you in a good place, man. All right, that's putting you in a good place, man. All right, go ahead.
Say the fear of the Lord is a crown of wisdom, right? Making peace and perfect health to flourish. Both which are gifts of Yahweh Shai, and then enlargeth their rejoicing that love him. Wisdom raineth down skill and knowledge of understanding, and exalteth them to honor that hold her fast. The rule of wisdom is to fear the Lord, and the branch thereof are long life.
That's right, man. That's at the root of wisdom is to fear the Lord. All right, that's where it all starts at, right? It's you having that fear, man, for how much you have a shot. All right, because this world, they don't fear the Lord, man. All right, these people don't have no fear of Yahweh Shai. That's why they continue to do what they do, man. All right, but the Lord is going to change all that. He's going to put his fear back on the face of this earth, man. All right.
The fear of the Lord driveth away sins, and And where it is present, it turneth away wrath. A furious man cannot be justified, for the sway of his fury shall be his destruction. A patient man will bear for a time, and afterwards joy shall spring up unto him. Right? So say a patient man will bear for a time, and afterwards the joy spring up unto him. So a patient man is going to endure, he's going to endure those afflictions, he's going to take them by the goals, and how about Chanel Shout? And they say what? Through that suffering and through that patience, and afterward joy shall spring up unto him. Ultimately goes to the joy of that kingdom that we all are seeking for. Say,
Now this is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 10 verse 12. It says, and now Israel, what doth the Lord thy power require of thee, but to fear the Lord thy power, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy power with all thy heart and with all thy soul. All right, so this is the requirement that the Lord got of Israel, man. People Latino and Native Americans, man. All right, to fear him, keep his commandments, man. Pretty much love him with everything that you got, man. I want to say the book of John, it says, this is love. You keep my commandments, man. Roughly paraphrasing, man. All right, so this is our walk. This is what we're supposed to be doing, man. Serve how about Shem Shah to the best of our ability. Keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability, man, on this side, man. All right, and what did he do right there, man? In the beginning, man. All right, you gotta be known who he's talking to, man. He made that separation from the rest of the world. He didn't say the world, he said Israel, man. All right, so he made that possessive, that possessiveness again that he puts out there, man, to let you know that who he's talking to, man. It says 13. It says to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good. All right, because the Lord, that law, statutes, commandments is for the good of us, man. All right, people think it's not because you've been taught these different philosophies by these different heathen nations, man. And you think you're supposed to go that way? Oh, I feel good to celebrate this and do this and do this and turn up and do this, man. But now the Lord said you're supposed to do this, man. So this is for our good, man. All right, and that is for our destruction, man.
That was through your lack of fear, man. That was through your lack of fear, man. You didn't have no fear, so you did whatever you wanted to do, man.
Right.
All right? Go ahead, so you was holding, you finish that off.
Sirach chapter 1 verse 25. The parables of knowledge are in the treasures of wisdom, but godliness is an abomination to a sinner. If thou desire wisdom,
abomination, that's a filthy, wicked act, man.
Right.
That's right. All right, read that again, bro. It says what?
Sirach chapter 1 verse 25. The parables of knowledge are in the treasures of wisdom, but godliness is an abomination to a sinner.
But godliness is an abomination to a sinner, man. Have you ever heard told somebody ain't pork bad for you, and they be like, what? Right. Man, you all got that was an abomination to them. Living right was an abomination to them. They didn't want to do it. A filthy, wicked act to them, man.
That's right, bro.
All right. When it's when these scriptures is teaching life, man. All right. Anything outside of that is death, man. That's what it is.
It says, if thou desire wisdom, keep the commandments. And the Lord Yahweh shall give her unto thee. For the fear of the Lord is wisdom and instruction, and faith and weakness and meekness are his delight.
And that's why the men of the Lord, that's why we can pretty much confound anybody on the face of this earth, man.
Right.
All right, because we gained that wisdom through the scriptures, man.
Right.
All right, we're doing what the Lord asked us to do, and he gave us that knowledge and that wisdom and understanding, man, that this world don't have, man. So we're able to confound anyone, scholars, doctors, anybody, man. We're able to confound them through the scriptures, man.
That's right.
All right, we got brothers up here that some of them ain't got a 3rd grade education, man, but they can outsmart a doctor, a scientist, man. All right, through the scriptures, man. The scriptures opened up their mind and gave them the knowledge that they needed, man.
That's right.
All right, go ahead, bro.
Like I said, if thou desire wisdom, keep the commandments. That's how we know y'all Christians, y'all got wisdom.
Come
Y'all say the law is done away with.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? If anybody was saying the law is done away
I
with.
had one just told me that, man. Actually, one of my little cousins, he called himself a Christian, man. Said the law is done away with. I just said, go and eat your pork, eat it up then. All right. Go ahead. We're going to see who right in the end. That's right. All right, go ahead.
You say, For the fear of the Lord, like you say, distrust not the fear of the Lord when thou art poor, and come not unto him with a double heart.
That's why the scripture said a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. You can't have a double heart, man. One day you want to serve the Lord, and one day you out here in this world. All right? You got one foot in the grave and the other foot on a banana peel, man. All right, you about to die, man. All right, you can't play with the Lord like that, man.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
Be not a hypocrite in the sight of men, and take good heed what thou speakest.
We say take good heed without speakers, man. Because if you ain't coming out of these scriptures, man, hey, you off, man. All right, if you ain't teaching the correct doctrine, man, you off.
That's right.
All right, so you got to take heed what you say and what you. Now we know sometimes we slip with the tongue, man. All right, that happens, man. But we correct ourselves, man. That's what separates us from the people that are proud out here, man. Because there's a lot of proud Israelites teaching wrong doctrine. They know they wrong, but they want to apologize or correct themselves, man. All right, because they have too much pride. That pride is going to destroy you, man.
Right.
And that goes back to you not having fear of the Heavenly Father, man. Right. You don't have that fear. Because if you did, you're going to be worried about yourself, man. You'll be worried about pissing the Lord off, man.
Right.
All right?
Verse 30. Exalt not thyself, lest thou fall and bring dishonor upon thy soul.
And I said that a little earlier, Jake, man, he loved to be in the limelight. You know, Jake will show off anyway, man. All right? Most Jake are good at what they do, man. All right? And we like the limelight, but when you come to this truth, man, you learn how to be meek. All right? You learn how to be, don't have to be the man. You don't have to be in all these crowds. You don't have to worry about everybody liking you, man. All right? I've learned that. When I was in the world, I was the life of the party a lot. But now, in the truth, I don't really talk to nobody, man. I'm a quiet guy now. All right? I don't need no approval or no validation from none of you people out here, man. All right? I don't want you to like me. Don't talk to me. All right? Because your conversation is going to piss me off anyway. So don't talk to me. So I keep to myself. The only one I talk to is men of the Lord, pretty much, man. All right? Now, I know I got to live in this world. You know, you jump in and out the matrix. All right? Because we got to be at work. You mingle a little bit. But even with that, I keep that to a bare minimum, man. All right, because I go put the apostles on or a brother and listen to some videos, man. That's what I love, man. Fuck these 2/3, man. All right, go ahead.
Say, so the Most High discovered thy secrets and cast thee down in the midst of the congregation.
But at the end of the day, man, you're not supposed to exalt yourself, man. You're not supposed to be trying to put yourself on a pedestal and trying to be cool with everybody every Tom, Dick, and Harry, man. All right.
Scripture, the Lord will exalt you.
That's right.
All right, so you're not supposed to have that spirit of.
I'll watch it. All right, go ahead.
You're not supposed to have that spirit of I'm the man, I'm the man. You're supposed to humble yourself down. Man. All right, and you let your how about Shimei Awashai lift you up.
He said he would.
Let's say you live.
Go ahead.
You let the Lord exalt you, man. All right? Because the only person who can really exalt you is your how about Shimei Awashai.
That's it.
All right, and all you people who try to put yourselves on these levels, all right, I'm the chief priest. And all these things, man, the Lord haven't appointed that, man. All right, try to tell the apostles to they need to retire. The Lord haven't sanctioned that. All right, you got to take that humble role, man. And the Lord wanted you to have that title. He would have exalted you to that title. The Lord wanted you to have that position.
Hey, man, at the end of the day, fuck them niggas, man. All right, oh man, I don't got nothing to say about that. They through, and that's really, man, disrespectful. All right, so I don't care, man. Hey man, if they don't act right, you are going to destroy them. That's right. All right, that's just that with that. All right, we ain't gonna spend no time talking about them, man. They disrespect who they learn from. You learn from the apostles, man. So now that he done came up on a level, now you want to shun them off and tell them to retire, man. I don't got time for you. All right, go ahead.
Now,
But
like how you were saying, though, I know, like I said, not the devil on that, but like you said, so the Most High discovered thy secrets and cast thee down in the midst of the congregation. So before you cancel, get mad at you can. It's the Lord who discovered your secrets.
That's right.
Your iniquities. And he's the one who cast you down in the midst of the congregation. Why? Because we the mouthpiece of Yahweh Shah.
That's right.
You know, so it's the Lord. So anybody that you need to be mad at or this or that, and then take that to Yahweh Shah.
That's right, man.
That ain't gonna be in will for you. It says, because thou camest not in truth. Right? To the fear of the Lord, but thy heart is full of deceit. That's what y'all hearts is full. Y'all mind is full of deceit with all these gimmicks and bullshit and pay for this to be a member, pay for this for breakdowns, all this that. You doing this for filthy liquor sake. You doing this to exalt yourself. You doing it for vain glory. Right? The Lord's not dealing with that.
All right, and the Lord, if you don't repent, the Lord is going to destroy you, man. All right, so you got to repent. All right, go ahead.
I'm saying, let's just go into all those other false doctrines. Look again, we'd be here all day naming all y'all false doctrines.
That's right. Because they popping up like popcorn.
Yep.
All right, every other day it's a different doctrine, man. Go ahead,
This is Luke 14 and 11. For whosoever exalteth himself shall be abased. And he that humbleth himself shall be exalted.
That's right.
So like the brother just going to mention, just to back him up, you know, you're out here exalting yourself. The Lord's not dealing with you. You know, you want the lowest of the low, all right? But, you know, he that humbleth himself shall be exalted, all right? So, you know, like the brother's going into, be meek, all right? And the Lord will deal with you. The Lord will suffer, all right?
Right.
Because like I said, we go into a time period, like I said, we was talking about earlier, man, Jacob's trouble.
Right.
If you're not being meek and being humble, you know what I'm saying, when you go off and repenting and, you know, you're not going to receive that forgiveness of sins. You're not going to receive that pardon. So the Lord going to leave you out here to dry.
That's right, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you got to be humble. You got to be corrected. And like I said, open rebuke is better than secret what? You know what I'm saying? So that's actually showing love unto you, right? That's why we rebuke before all, so that others fear. You know what I'm saying? So, they saying that, they doing this. They did not do that before I made the example. You know what I'm saying? Because that can happen to you. You can take it one or two ways. Either you receive correction or reproof, or you buck up, and ultimately you're going to lead yourself into condemnation.
Right.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 12. The beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High, and his heart is turned away from his Maker. Alright, man, so when that pride gets lifted up in you, you know, you start turning away from the true purpose, you know, what the Lord calls you in this thing to do, alright? It says that his heart is turned away from his Maker. Alright, man, because, you know, at the end of the day, this is to glorify Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. It's not our own selves, alright? We're not supposed to be seeking our own vain glory, alright? We're supposed to be exalting the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua and come out here on the highways and byways, alright?
That's right.
Yeah.
That was like that.
Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man, for such an one setteth his own soul to sale, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels.
So y'all proud. Listen, y'all ain't up the earth and ashes. Being proud, right? Listen, we say, man, your life is but a vapor. You know what I'm saying? It's really nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's through the tender mercies that we not consumed of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. That's the reason why we even here, because of him. Right. Y'all be proud that y'all the creation. Y'all not the creator. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that high-mindedness, that holding your chest out, being proud, and keep that same energy when they pull up. Stick your chest out, hold your chin up high, and be proud and exalt yourself. And your ass gonna catch a missile or a laser. Right. If you make it to that point. What he gonna do is he gonna beat your ass to powder. Right. That's what you gonna become.
Good. All right.
Proverbs 14 and 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
All right, it said there's a way that seems right to a man, and it seems. All right, in your own mind, you feel like you're right, man, but you're off, man. All right, and the Lord is going to ultimately destroy you, man. See, you don't want to play with the Lord, because here, man, I'm telling you, He put you in a whole trick bag, man. All right, the Lord, He'll put evil spirits on you. All right, He'll have Satan whisper in your ear, man, have you believing in things that you ain't supposed to believe in, man. And you'll believe them wholeheartedly, man. And it'll be false, man, and that's just setting you up for destruction, man. All because you was proud. All because you want to be the man. All right? So you, like the brother read that scripture, man, the meek, all right? Those are the ones that the Lord can deal with, man. The Lord can't deal with no proud man. All right? That's what the scriptures say. The meek shall inherit the earth. For what? All right? Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 16. This is Proverbs 16 and verse 5. It says, everyone that is proud in his heart is an abomination to the Lord. Though hand joined in hand, he shall not be unpunished. All right, so all that proudness, man, is in the Proverbs 16 and 5. It says, everyone that is proud in his heart is an abomination to the Lord. All right, so everybody that's proud of your mind, man, you're an abomination to Yahweh Shem Shai, man. All right, because what are you, man? All right, you know, hey, we have nothing compared to the Heavenly Father, man. We are his servants. All right, so we're not supposed to have that proud and rambunctious spirit. I'm going to be the man spirit, man. All right, the Lord is dealing with the lowly. All right, like you're supposed to keep on to with the meek, man. All right? It said, though hand join the head, you shall not be unpunished, man. Right, just because you join the hands with this proud dude, nothing's not going to be punished, man. All right, people in the camps, all right, they know your leaders are going off, and you're going to be punished, man. All right? Hey, because you read the same scripture that we read, man. All right? This Proverbs 11, verse 2. It says, when pride come, then cometh shame. It says, but when the lowly, it says, but with the lowly is wisdom. Right? Because we know the wisdom of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. All right, with that proud, all right, then comes that shame, because once you're proud, then what? Now you saying things that are not contrary to the doctrine. Now you saying things that are not contrary to our salvation. All right? Bringing in God, bringing in them damn heresies. Now you're saying things that don't even make sense. All right, because you want to be so proud, man. All right, but it says the lowly is wisdom, man, and that's Lord willing, we are some of those men that are lowly, receiving that wisdom of Yahweh Shem Shai through the scriptures, man. All right, Lord willing, He keep us until that we endure until the end, man. All right.
Okay, this is Proverbs 8 and 13. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride, arrogancy, and the evil way, and the forward mouth do I hate. And so the fear of the Lord, you don't hate that pride, man. All right, the arrogancy that I want to be the man spirit was born into. Hey, the fear of the Lord teaches us to hate those things, man. All right, and being not that way, man. That's an evil way to be. All right.
Galatians 6 and 3. For if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. That's right, because we are just vessels, man. That's right. Yahweh Shai rose us up, man. That's right. All right, so who are you? You know what I'm saying? Hey, he can knock us all off and raise up new men and do the same job, man. That's why we have to be humble, man.
So he'll make the rocks cry out.
That's right.
So the Lord don't need none of us to do nothing for him, man. All right, we should be taking this, that he actually got us on the highways and byways, teaching this correct doctrine. We should be thankful for that, man. For that mercy that he showed upon us, but to give us this knowledge and wisdom and understanding, man. That's the state of mind that we should be in, to water Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Because there's a lot of people out here left in the dark, man. All right? There's a lot of people that have no understanding of the scriptures whatsoever. All right? There's a lot of people that learn under the apostles and still teaching false doctrines, man.
That's right, bro.
All right? So the water, man, that he got us on the straight and narrow, and we got the understanding that we need, all right, through our teachers, man.
Right.
All right? Go ahead. Y'all got something? Go ahead, bring it up.
This is Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 9. It says, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? All right, so, hey, you know, the experience of Yahweh Shem Shai revealed that wisdom of knowing the flesh and the spirit, all right? And the meat is supposed to be following after the spirit, all right? And we know the scripture is saying that the spirit is at enmity with the flesh. So, you know, we have to try, you know, our best to try to follow the spirit, because what the Lord can do, He can just put a reprobate spirit on us, all right?
That's right.
A spirit, you know, that got no you know, to be like the rest of the world. Just following after their flesh, you know, and the flesh is something, you know, this flesh is so wicked, man, because the Lord can have us following after anything, man. You know, the
flesh will seek after anything just to make it feel good.
Will.
You know,
Right.
so
Right.
yeah, so
Precept.
flesh will get you smoked.
Will. Flesh will get you killed, man.
I mean, add on to that, the brothers talking about the flesh. The scripture saying, if you are in the flesh, you cannot please the Most High whatsoever. So, get out there in the flesh, walk in the
Yeah,
spirit.
and you're an enemy. Help you out by showing out a shadow in the flesh, man. All right? Because you can't, the flesh is what it sees, man. When you see something, if the flesh likes it and desires it, it's going to always be in your head. You should do this, you should do that, you should do this. And it's going to always, it's a constant battle, man. All right? Go ahead, man.
This is Galatians chapter 5, verse 16. It says, this I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. All right?
They said walk in the spirit, man. What's the spirit? The scriptures, man. All right? And you won't fulfill the lust of the flesh, so you won't have that pride on you, man. All right? When you're in the scriptures, man. You won't be doing abominable, won't be a homosexual, man. All right? If you're in the scriptures, man. All right? You won't be taking the jab, man. All right? If you're in the scriptures, man. All right? Because you can't, both of them, you can't please both of them, man. You're going to either go and please the flesh, or you're going to please Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. All right? Go ahead.
It says, we back verse 17. It says, for the flesh lusteth after the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh.
So it's a constant war, man, in your own mind, man.
That's right.
All right? There's a song out there called I'm at War with My Reflection, man.
That's right.
All right, so you're always battling inside your head, man. All right, the spirit is pulling you to do the right thing, and the flesh is telling you, F that nigga, kill that beat, all type of shit, man. All right, go ahead.
It says, for the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary the one to another. It's so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. It says, but if ye be led of the spirit, you are not under the law.
Why is that, man? Because you're doing what you're supposed to do. All right, go ahead.
It says, now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery.
You ain't got to go there.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna stop that.
Matthew chapter 26, verse 41. Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Watch and pray. Jump into the temptation, because the spirit is weak. I'm saying the flesh is weak, all right? And that flesh will draw you in, man. All right? You're gonna cook it from now on.
Matthew chapter 26, verse 41 at the top. Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Right, because hey, it's one. That's about temptation. That's why you gotta stay praying. All right, that's why you say pray without ceasing. All right, because hey, it's gonna be temptations out of here, man. It's gonna be tests. You're gonna have to pass, man. All right, and that flesh is weak, man. All right, because that flesh wants the things of the world, man. All right, but the spirit is contrary to the things of the world, man. That's why we want to constantly read our scriptures, man. Constantly talk to y'all about Shai, man. Constantly trying to walk the right way, man. All right, not fulfilling the lust of the flesh, man. All right, because that lust of the flesh leads to death, man. It leads to sin, and sin leads to death. And the way to sin is death, man. All right, like the brother was going to, it's a constant battle, man. Your flesh wants you to go off, all right, but the spirit wants you to do what's right, man. All right, like that back in the day with the cartoons, you had the devil on one side and the angel on the other, man. You know, do this the wrong way, and the angel would say do this the right way, man. That's a good example of the spirit in the flesh, man.
This is Galatians chapter 5, beginning at verse 16.
Yeah. You got to go back to that scripture, bro. Yeah. I got to back out real quick. Salakia.
Book of Matthew chapter 26, verse 41. Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation.
And it said watch and pray, man, that you enter not into temptation. Because, hey, what's the great temptation that's coming, man? That them on TV, man, at the end of the day. That's going to be the ultimate temptation, man. That's going to be if, am I going to eat or am I not going to eat? All right, and that's that great temptation that we're going to go into, man. All right? But you got to watch. All right? That means you're paying attention to what's going on. All right? And you're being circumspect of things that are happening in your life. All right? So you won't be really succumb to the flesh if you're paying attention to what's going on, man. All right? Go ahead.
Like the brother said, like you definitely supposed to be watching out, being circumspect. Also, watching what's going on around the world. Because the things that normally go on around the world, it comes back over here. You know, like, case in point, like, the lockdowns that came back. See, over here, they done lifted the mask mandates. You know, they done opened some places up back in some capacity. People think it's cool. Written services is back. But then over around the world, there's places that's in lockdown. There's places that only one person can leave out of you. And they taking more severe measures. Case in point, over there in Australia. You know what I'm saying? It was plaguing them as another addition. Another addition of that plague that's, plaguing the whole world. So while everybody over here partying and bullshit, think everything cool. Man, that lockdown's gonna come back.
That's gonna be more severe.
Yep, it's gonna be more severe. That's what the brother said. Like, you definitely gotta watch what's going on in your own life. Even examining yourself. Ultimately, you gotta watch everything that's going on. That's why the scripture say to measure that the time in itself. How do you do that? Measure what's going on around the world and not just only in your country. Everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So that's just all I was just want to add on that.
That's it on there.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 8, again, verse 5. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh. But they that are after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit.
All right, it says those who matter, because a lot of people get to the television, man, and they see things and that's what they go after, man. All right, and they cover things. They'll see somebody got a girl and they be wanting them, man. So that flesh is like, man, you should go and stab her anyway, man. All right, but when you're in the Spirit, man, you know better. All right, so you don't fulfill that fleshly thought, man, and you rebuking Satan at that moment, man. All right, or you might see a woman walking down the street, didn't notice that she had a ring, you done looked at her, man. All right, most people will keep looking, but the men of the Lord will like, no, we'll turn our head, man. All right, and that's what separates us from the rest of this world, man. We're mad, our minds on spiritual things, man, not on fleshly things, man. All right, and that's what separates us, man. All right, go ahead.
Verse 6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
Why? Because you're following the laws, statutes, and commandments, man. All right, be carnally minded, man. What? You're breaking all the laws of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. And the scriptures tell you what that wage is, man. Death. That's right. All right. The Lord has the right to take you out the face of this earth, man, for your wrongdoings, man.
That's right.
All right. So you got to walk a fine line, man, in this truth, man. Paying attention to everything, watching yourself as well as things are going on in the world, man. But ultimately, man, you got to keep yourself in check and on point, man. All right, go ahead.
Verse 7. Because the carnal mind is enmity against Yahweh, for it is not subject to the law of Yahweh, neither indeed can be.
That's right, it's not subject, man, so it's not going to follow the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Because the flesh is going to do whatever it wants to do, man. Whatever it desires, man, if you allow it, you're going to do it, man. All right? So Yahweh Shai, he was the perfect example. He conquered his flesh. All right? So the scriptures say, the perfect Yahweh Shai's lifestyle, man. Because he walked the perfect walk, man. All right? Go ahead.
Romans 8, verse 8. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please Yahweh.
So you can't please him, man. There's no way that if you're going in the flesh that you can please Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. All right, because when you're in the flesh, it's all about self. It's all about what I want to do. All right. When you're in the spirit, man, it's about what Yahweh wants you to do, man. So you're putting yourself to the side. All right, go ahead.
Verse 9. But ye are not of the flesh, but in the spirit. If so be ye that the spirit of Yahweh dwell in you.
All right, because at the end of the day, man, it's all about discipline, man. All right, and that flesh will rise up too, man. And it gets strong sometimes. It talk this shit, man. And it wants what it wants, and it'll crave certain things, man, if you allow it. All right, so that's why you got to continually pray, all right, so you can stay on that straight path, man. All right, go ahead. Let's sit on there. Well, this is the last section.
Now, if any man have not the spirit of Hamashiach, he is none of his.
He's none of his. You're a bastard, man. You belong to the Lord, man. All right? So because your main focus should be pleasing him, not yourself, man. All right? Denying your flesh on a daily basis, man. All right?
Examine yourself. Constantly in the street. Constantly examine yourself, man. Constantly examine yourself.
That's right.
Check yourself. Check your spirit. All right?
This is the book of Romans chapter 7, verse 18. For I know that in me, that is in my flesh, no good thing. Which the will is present with me. But I perform that which is good, I find not. Alright, man, so this is Apostle Paul, going to the flesh, about how wicked the flesh is, right? It says, in me, that is in my flesh, the Lord no good thing. Right, man, because the flesh wants everything adverse to the law of Yahweh Shai. And when he says to perform that which is good, now what's good? The laws of Yahweh Shai. I find not. Why is that? Because the flesh always wants things adverse to the scriptures, alright?
That's right.
It says, for the good that I would do, I do not. Right, man, that goes back to the scripture, watch and pray. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak, because naturally, we want to do the right thing, but the flesh is always there, and that's where that constant battle comes in between the spirit and the flesh. You want to do the right thing. It's like in cartoons, you got the angel on the right shoulder, demon on the left, demon telling you to do the bad thing, and then the angel telling you to do the right thing, and you got to choose right, alright? It says, but the evil which I will not, that I do. Right, man, because the flesh is subject to wickedness, right? It says, now if I do that I would not, it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwells within me. Right, man, because ultimately this flesh, is subject to go on. We're in these chains of darkness. Right? We're subject to vanity, right? It says, I find in the law that when I do good, evil is present with me, right, man? Because going back to the example, you got the demon on the left shoulder, the angel on the right. When you're trying to do the right thing, you got the demon in your head telling you, nah, don't do that. Hit up his wife, But you got that spirit, telling you, nah, that's adultery, all right? It says, for I delight in the law of the Most High after the inward man, right, man? Because deep down in our spirits, we ultimately want to do the right thing. We don't want to give in to the flesh, right? It says, verse 23, but I see another law in my members, warring against the law of my mind, and bringing me into captivity to the law of sin, which is in my members. And the members is born to the flesh, like once again, this flesh is subject to wickedness, vanity, but in our spirits we want to do the right thing, and what's pleasing to Yahweh Shai, right? It says, verse 24, O wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from the body of this death. And that's all of us, man. Alright? We're all in this wicked flesh, alright? We all want to be delivered from this wicked flesh, right? We're subject to sin. And this wicked flesh, we can't completely do what's pleasing to Yahweh Shai, right? The flesh always has those stops right there to make you, or to try to get you to go off. Alright? It's many distractions in this world, right? That the flesh wants to go after, right? You gotta constantly check it. This is verse 25. I thank the Most High through Yahweh Mashiach our Lord, so then with the mind I serve the law of the Most High, with the flesh and all of sin. Right, man, and ultimately at the end of the day, man, the Lord, He knows we're in this flesh, but He also knows our spirits, alright? He knows we're trying to do the right thing, right? He knows we're trying to stray away from evil and do what's pleasing unto Him at the end of the day, alright?
And that's why our righteousness is as filthy rags. Right. Man. We're never going to be perfect on this side of it. That's why we're made perfect through our faith in Yahweh Shai.
right. That's a good point.
But we walk in the flesh and we not war.
That's right, bro.
This is Matthew 7, and I'm starting 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction.
All right, hey, when you enter the straight gate, hey, that's a position of difficulty, man. Being in this truth. All right, this ain't for everybody. All right, this is only for a small. This is for the elect. All right, a small number compared to the world, man. All right, so when you go through straights, man, that's a position of difficulty, man. All right, straight also a narrow way, man. So when you walk in this path, man, you ain't walking as broad as the sidewalk, man. Hey, you down here on the ledge, you know what I'm saying? Tightrope, you know what I'm saying? So that's why you have to stay diligent, man, and be circumspect and watch it and constantly and run endure and constantly examine yourself, man, so you can keep yourself on that straight and narrow, all right? So you don't slip off the edge. Okay?
And many there be which go in thereat. Verse 14, because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life. And if you
That's right, because these people, man, they're like electricity, man. They go to the least path of resistance, man. So they want to go with the go along, get along gang, all right? So it's because it's easy. It's easy to be wicked in this society. It's hard to be righteous in this society, all right? So that's why it's considered a position of difficulty, a straight, you know?
this is the last part, and few there be that find it.
Right, and few there be that find it. That's why this is for the elect. There's only a remnant, and that's of the children of Israel. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Right. All right.
Say, this second Ezra chapter 7. And I'm gonna start at verse 6 to paint the picture. It says, "There's also another thing. A city is builded, is set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things." It says, Second Ezra chapter 7, verse 3. "And I said, speak on my power. Then said he unto me, the seed is set in a wide place, and it might be eaten in great ways. But put the case, the entrance were narrow and like a river."
That's right, see? That's right, because this truth, man, it's a difficult position, man, once again. All right? He's comparing it to show you, man, hey, wide is where the majority of these people are going to be. That's 2/3 of the Israelites and these heathen nations, man. They don't go after that, man. But this straight, narrow path, man, is only for a select few, man. All right?
It says, verse 5, "Who then could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it? If he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad?"
Right. So how you not gonna? Look, it's basically this: you got to struggle to get to the top. All right. There ain't no easy way to the kingdom, man. Yeah, it's a sacrifice that comes with this, man. You have to go through something, man, to get through to the top, man, to appreciate it. All right. Ultimately, to appreciate righteousness. That's why we had to live in wickedness at one point, so that we could be happy with the righteousness that we learned, man, and that we do well in, man.
It says, "There's also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field and full of all good things." This goes to the kingdom. It's saying, "The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall. Like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left of deep water."
That's right. That's right. Hey, once again, man, that's why you have to stay on that straight and narrow, man. You're either gonna fall in that fire or that water, man, which was what? You're gonna either burn to death or you're gonna drown, man. So it's gonna equal death. So that's why you have to stay built up in Yahweh Shah, man, and know that this ain't a game. This is no plaything. All right.
Right.
All right. This ain't nothing everybody's gonna sign up to do, man. Hey, look what we're doing on a Friday night, man. Out here telling to our oppressors, man, hey, that the Lord's coming back in the name of Yahweh Shah, man.
To
All right?
destroy
this place. Right. That's right. All right. And a majority of people ain't gonna sign up for this.
That's right.
That's right. Let's see.
Verse 8. "And one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water."
That's right. Hey, there ain't no other way around it.
That's right.
All right. You're gonna have to go through it. You know?
And we always tell people always trying to find another way around.
That's right.
To this salvation.
Yeah, Jake want a shortcut.
Say the same try to do that since Steve has opened the rock.
That's right. That's right.
He say so small that there could but one man go there at once.
That's right, see, that's what I was talking about. Hey, you know that lit, hey, trying to get through, man. This ain't no, hey, all lock on, this ain't no, let's all lock arms, man, and walk this path together, keep each other running. Nah, man, that's why you have to work out your own salvation at the end of the day. And that's why this position of difficulty is only allowed one person at a time, man.
It says, if this city now were given to a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive his inheritance?
That's right, because he ain't even gonna care about his inheritance. All right, he's not gonna value. All right, just like when you see people in the world get handed a vehicle or maybe a house and they go tear it up because they didn't have to work for it. All right, so they don't understand, they don't value it as much.
That's right. If I may, when you work for something, you work hard to do something or to receive something, you appreciate it more.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's basically that you appreciate it more because you put in the work for it. You know what I mean?
A quick example, man. I had an engine go out on the car, man, and the mechanic was my friend. He said, I can rebuild it. He said, but I want you to help me rebuild it. I said, well, I gotta help you rebuild it if I'm paying for it. He said, because you're loving and respecting me. And I did. I love it car more because I put the time and effort and the hard work in to build it up. That's right.
It says, and I said, if it is so, Yahweh Shemel Shai, then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion.
That's right. That's right. And the like manner, hey, the Israelites that are going to inherit the kingdom, man, hey, that's what we have to do this work now, man, so that we can rest later, man.
That's right.
All right, that's the ultimate goal here. That's salvation, man.
All right, ain't no taking breaks, man. All right, we out here week in, week out. All year, no matter how cold, what's going on, we out here, man. Right. We're showing our diligence, man.
That's right.
All right, so we trying to seal the deal, man. All right, go ahead.
Last verse. Jump down to verse 18, and like I want to interject was also, so like I said, this is a dangerous path that we're taking, so we don't mind walking on eggshells, so to speak, because we know that we're doing it for a greater reward.
That's right.
So whatever, they talk about us, oh, y'all do this, y'all robots, y'all listen to y'all Skynet. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But is he actually real? Him, Yahweh, like Yahweh Shai, the holy angels, all this thing, everything that's consistent from the front of the Bible to the back is true.
That's right.
It's real. You know what I'm saying? Right. As I say, cause it to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
That's right.
So we don't mind, like I said, you good. So we don't mind, walking that tightrope or whatever the case may be, because we understand the reward that's going to come with it. Because I'm going to jump to this point real quick right here, and I had quoted earlier. It's the 2 Ezra chapter 7, verse 18. It says, nevertheless, the righteous, right, those who be of the elect, shall suffer straight things. So it say that you shall suffer. Yeah. It didn't say maybe, it's possible, next week. No, it say you shall suffer straight things. This is a place of difficulty. To say what? In hope. For why? That hope goes into an expectation. And what we hope is what? To continue to do this will, endure to the end, be told by good, well done by good and faithful servant, to be beamed, be beamed up and be told that and to receive our crowns. And it say this, like I said, why go to the kingdom? It say, for they that have done wickedly, right? So the 2/3 have suffered the straight things as well. So they gonna suffer straight things as well. They're not gonna have no hope. They're not gonna have no chance on this side, right? Because it say this, and yet shall not see the why. So they just gonna be, going through it for they past iniquities, they sins, and then iniquity that they live in to this day. All that's just gonna be piled upon them. You know what I'm saying? So us, we know that we have sinned as well. Righteous man fall down, 7 times and pick himself up, right? So we understand that we in this flesh. We was just going into that. We in this flesh. We not Yahweh Shai. He came in the flesh. And he didn't go up as himself. You know what I'm saying? And that's why he is an example for us. They say that he's the author and finisher of our faith. Right? So we gotta look unto him as an example to follow in his path to the best of our ability. Right? Right? Because it is he who's making intercession for us. Yeah. So it's Yahweh Shai, he's making intercession for us. When you fools talking about some
he don't need to be, he's not worthy of praise and worship, this and that. Like I said, keep that same energy. Because the time and place gonna come where he gonna pull up, and that same one that you saying won't worthy of worship, then he gonna kill you. Point blank and period. He said he gonna, like I said, he gonna get burnt up, or hey, he may die by a family. He may get hit by a damn bus. You know, he may get shot at the street. Ray may pull up on you, hit you with the 30, whatever the case. You know, you may go eat that hamburger from McDonald's and choke on it. There's so many ways that the Lord can kill you.
Many ways to die.
Many ways to die.
Many ways.
Right. So like I said, y'all gonna suffer, man. Y'all gonna feel it because ultimately y'all hate Yahweh Shemel Shai. You know what I'm saying? Y'all actually hate it. And he said what? Those that hate me love death. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing that's gonna come to you. We understand that we gotta suffer, and they said to suffer this time, it don't compare to that glory that we read earlier. It don't compare to the glory that we're gonna receive. So man, so whatever the Lord gonna put upon us, Lord, will we be able to take it in and to endure to the end?
Acts chapter 14, verse 22. Affirming the soul of the disciples and exhorting them to continue with the faith, that we must with much tribulation enter into the kingdom of the Most High. Right, man, the word we're going into, man, this isn't supposed to be no easy walk like the book of Sirach chapter 2 says, without kind of self, the Lord prepare thy soul for temptation. In order to receive the kingdom of heaven, you got to go through some stuff, man.
Right.
All right. Our Lord had to go through some stuff to be able to sit on the right hand of Yahweh. So how much more us, man? When the scriptures say no servant is greater than his master. So if our Lord Yahweh Shai went through, we have to go through it, all right?
This is the book of Sirach chapter 2, beginning at verse 5, and it reads, "For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity." Okay, that's going into that 1/3, that's going to be tried, in the end. Okay, the elect. All right.
They've been tried, they've been tried right now.
Right now. God. Verse 6, "Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him." All right, that's pretty much straightforward. Believe in the Most High. You got to trust in him. All right. It says, "Ye that fear Yahweh, wait for his mercy. Go not aside lest ye fall." It's like what the brother was saying about the straight here. You got to stay on that narrow path. Once you go aside of it, you're going to lose that balance, fall right off. Okay. And it says, verse 8, "Ye that fear Yahweh, believe him, and your reward shall not fail." What's that reward? Those crowns, everlasting life, salvation.
Kingdom.
It says, verse 9, "Ye that fear Yahweh, hope for good, and for everlasting joy and mercy." Everlasting, never ending, continual, constant. Okay? That's all okay.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. "There have no temptation taken you but such as is common to man, but Yahweh is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able." So like brother was saying, you understand that walking in this truth is not going to be something easy. But as the Most High is your creator, he knows you. He knows what you can handle, what you can't handle. So like brothers say all the time, if you're going through it, you can get through it.
That's right, brother. Right.
It says, "But will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that you may be able to bear it." So if you follow the law, statutes, and commandments, and you out here preaching this word, the Most High is always going to make a way out of them troubles for you. That's all right.
Matthew 18, verse 14, it says, "Even so, it is not the will of your Father which is in heaven that one of these little ones should perish." All right, so the Lord, he don't want the elect to perish. All right, the Lord, he wants his elect to strive for salvation. All right, and that consists of us going through trials and tribulations. All right, and the Lord, he's going to bring mighty plagues to America. All right, and that's why the Lord, through the Spirit and power of our side, Lord willing, through those men that he keeps us in those times. All right, to get through those trials and tribulations. All right, because at the end of the day, the Lord knows that he wants us to strive for him. All right, he knows that that we don't want to be a part of this wicked ass society, man. You know.
That's 2 Thessalonians 1:4. So that we ourselves glory in you, the churches of Yahweh, for your patience and faith in all your persecutions and tribulations that ye endure. All right, so that's, that's telling you to glory in that. All right, glory in those tribulations, glory in those trials, and keep enduring. All right. Verse 5, which is a manifest token of righteous judgment of Yahweh, that ye may be counted worthy of the kingdom of Yahweh, for which ye also suffer. All right. So it's that, that straight gate, that narrow path. All right. You gotta suffer those tribulations, like the Lord was saying, so you may be counted worthy, all right, to be rulers, to be rulers in the kingdom of Yahweh.
All right, so hey, man, at the end of the day, man, you gotta suffer. You're gonna suffer when you come to serve the Lord, man. All right, that's just part of the battle. That's a part of the that just goes with it, actually. All right, so Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. All right, as always, we want to give all praise, all glory, all honor to
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Rakakadas.
Give double honor to our apostles, our elders of Great Millstone. Love, peace, and salutation to you. Hopefully, elect brothers out here pushing this truth across the four corners of the globe. Abba, Abba,
Abba,
Kwam Yasharala,
Kwam Yasharala.
Shalom to you, people, brothers and sisters on the coming board.
Shalom.